of the Parliament, and as well we are looking at the National Assembly and the Senate. Our eyes will be on this direction just to understand how the majority and the minority are going to continuously manage the businesses of the House. As we do this, we engage some of them just to make sure that we are up to tabs as to what is going to play in there on this very day also, where they seek to get the speakers and the deputy speakers of these houses, those ones that will be running the affairs as well and managing the floors as the legislators also continue to run the activities of the country. Remember, this then would be the third government or the third arm of government, very instrumental in every activity that we do as a nation, and therefore this we will be looking at this morning and throughout the day, just to keep you up to tabs as to the same. I wish that you are part and parcel of this conversation. The hashtag, remember, is Morning Cafe at Linda_Lela TV47 KE. And it is business officially, as we have the members of Parliament then beginning their duties approximately 30 days after the election as enshrined in the Constitution, and therefore this moment of swearing in very, very instrumental as to making the changes and forging forward from the 12th Parliament to the 13th Parliament, the new ones that are coming in, the old ones that once exited and they're finding their way back, and those ones that have successfully defended their seats. It's a mixture of all this, a mixture of parties they are in, and also therein we have independent candidates. Just how will they be managing the matters of the people? Definitely a question of wait and see. And therefore, my name is Linda Lela, and I am here to take you through this session. Later on, we'll be having Honorable David Ole Sankok joining us for this very conversation, as well as Honorable Makali Mulu, who is the Member of Parliament elect of Kitui Central, and also we'll be having the governance expert, that is governance and security expert, Ndumbi Dennis, for a very, very candid discussion as to the same. Later on also, we'll be discussing so much more as to what is happening in the business world, and also on the question of relationships, as we get to understand just how can we manage our homes when we have different opinions in our relationships. And the Daily Nation, the Standard newspaper, are the papers that we have this morning, and we'll be looking at them as well. We have the People Daily, and we'll be showcasing them, having them up on your screen as we take a look at what they detail this morning, but also importantly, just briefly taking a look at what else then our team has prepared in terms of news. The Daily, the People Daily, let's have the People Daily up, Mr. Director. And President Uhuru Kenyatta rally Azimio ahead of crucial vote. President asks his allies in Parliament for coalition's candidates seeking top seats of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of both houses as they prepare to face off with Kenya Kwanza rivals later today. The face of Kenneth Marende finding its way back, yes, fronted by Azimio One Kenya, as well as Kalonzo Musyoka, who is also bound to battle it out at the level of the Senate, alongside Kingi, who's been fronted by the Kenya Kwanza side. Marende is set to battle it for the Speaker's position in this moment of a crucial vote within the House, and that is the members who will go out there on a secret ballot to elect those ones that will represent them as speakers. And we understand that the national speaker, the Speaker of the National Assembly, also is the third in command, in the sense that after the president, in the event that the president is not there, as the constitutional would say, it is the deputy who takes charge. If the deputy then is not there, then this goes to the Speaker of the National Assembly, and therefore Kenneth Marende will be battling this out with none other than Moses Wetangula of Kenya Kwanza, and that is under Ford Kenya, who had gone to his people and wanted to represent them as their senator, successfully winning this bid, resigned to try it out on that perspective of the House as Speaker. Winners, losers in nominations, and the IBC fills slots. Electoral team gazettes names of nominated members of Parliament and also those ones of the Senate, setting stage for bracing battle as House elect speakers, deputies today. A story captured on page 2 and 4. And as you can see, some of the faces of the ones that have been successfully nominated by their respective parties to represent them at the Senate, as well as that the National Assembly in respective capacities, those ones that will be representing persons of, interest groups, that is the women, and not forgetting the youth, as well as, persons living with disability, and equally different groups in terms of representation, as the faces would, be shown right there. On the other side, economy climate, big worry for Kenya. Another story that has been captured on the front page, expounded on page 15. New survey says that Kenyans fear that droughts, floods will leave their families destitute and hungry. This is quite unfortunate, and it's not just for the country, but across the sub-Saharan countries, we have this problem that has been getting a majority of the people leaving, or a majority of the countries losing their people because of the question of starvation. And yes, this occasioned by the excessive floods and also the drought. Says she gave poise to office of First Lady. Just a glance of what it was like for Margaret Kenyatta, who's the wife of the outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta, why the outgoing First Lady made a mark, and how incoming one is different in many ways. Also, we have seen them working together with Madam Rachel Ruto, and therefore we seek to see just how different then Madam Rachel Ruto will handle this particular space. The Daily Nation, front page of the Daily Nation, more or less the same stories that have been captured, and the biggest story of the Daily Nation speaks of the last fight at the National Assembly as well as the Senate, the faces of Moses Wetangula, Kenneth Marende, Kalonzo Musyoka, as well as Emerson Kingi, and it will be a showdown as high-stakes battle is, and it is set to unravel in Nairobi this afternoon as President Uhuru Kenyatta handed a shock defeat at the polls at the Supreme Court by his deputy William Ruto, and after supporting Right Honorable Raila Odinga's bid, moves to grab the leadership of the National Assembly and the Senate from the rolling on Kenya Kwanza juggernaut by pushing Marende and Kalonzo to the ballot. This is a story that has been captured on page 4 and 5, and definitely the main story that will be handling just who has the numbers. It would appear as though the Kenya Kwanza is enjoying it, courtesy of the fact that we've also seen some leaders that have been elected recently, also those ones under the independent parties or under the independent umbrella, as well, showcasing their interest to sell the agenda of the Kenya Kwanza side. And therefore, while the Blues would appear to have lots and lots of numbers in Parliament, eventually there's going to be some switch, and we've also seen some few of the Blues trying to shift gears to this other side just as well to advance the Kenya Kwanza agenda. Away from that, unions want a junior high in